So, hello everyone and welcome back to some more World in Conflict. There has been a very long break with games, but we've gathered a couple of times now again to play some match mode public games, and this one happened to be a very good match, so I decided that I should be making a video out of it. The teams aren't quite yet completely set up, so that I can't be giving colors. We can see after all in here it is unbalanced. It was certainly unbalanced at that point, I think, but not for too much longer regardless. But yeah, this is a very good close game, and yeah, when just the teams form I can actually go and yes, there we go. I can give the colors and everything and explain who is playing what. Clark is back after a long time to play some more games. Captain Kovac, to my knowledge, well, has returned from the just playing pubs games a long time ago. Has had a very long break. Then of course Dexter, me, and then Zero should be Peru, to my knowledge. So we're starting with the double inf strat, and yeah, it's well, obviously now Zero and Zin Peru isn't that good with the infantry, but they're going to be switching obviously enough to air later on, and they're pretty good air. On their team it's Yellow / Tunakan, Born to Help, Small Island, Kickapoo, and then Frenok is going to be joining the team too. So I think none in their team is as much of a beginner as Captain Kovac, but at the same time, then Kickapoo, Dexter are pretty much facing off, and well, Frenok and Tunakan are pretty good with Small Island, but so better than I would say that Clark would be too, but. If I'm judging player skill here, but regardless, I think that overall it was a pretty good balance. I think my team has well, at least when Peru changes air, I think I work pretty decently well as the air with Peru, because Peru is just extremely aggressive and then I can concentrate on the other stuff. But yeah, then indeed I also reminded people to give some TA to Dexter, because I do feel that it's important, especially because in the game itself I didn't know that Zero is Peru. So I thought, I had no idea, no clue that it would be Peru. So, but regardless, let's get going into the game itself. I'm playing, of course, the normal, obvious heavy air, and nothing more exciting than that.
You have received reinforcements.
Just point the way.
And first I didn't even remember to immediately split my copters, to be honest. Like, I was thinking that I should have, but at the same time it's not as important in some sense when the support player isn't as experienced, because they're not really
If you need more units,
like
you can bring
smoking
them
for
in
a
now.
long time regardless. They are starting with the two double heavy air, Small Island and
Unit
Tunakan both with heavy air. I'm just trying to think of them maybe stopping some Kickapoo from getting here, but I don't do that much in the start. Like, I lost most of my shopters and not being that useful, but Small Island and Tunakan didn't do nearly as good as either as the double heavy airs, considering there's still one support unit left even when Captain Kovac isn't that experienced. So yeah, they
Your new units are on the way.
could have done more. We are doing decently at least and going and getting into the research. Even Peru is bringing in his anti-tank infantry there. Anti-tank infantry not necessarily really needed in there, but to be honest, Peru just has complete 100% anti-tank infantry loadout. Like, how many anti-tank infs is there? Like, a ridiculous amount. Sadly, he didn't also get TA from that capture, but it takes a long time to just walk there. You should maybe use a truck if you actually want to get there. But, well, it is a ton of 18th, that's for sure.
Give us the order, and
I'm
the
just thinking that at
reinforcements
least
will
I'll
be
kill these guys when there's hardly anything in the beach. I'll at least kill them so that we can easier go and capture it later when we are ready for it. And Kickapoo is bringing his infantry over into that direction. Yeah, support. We should have really told him to drop some ships because he definitely didn't do it in the entire map. So we were just slowly getting some repairs with the repair tank. Sometimes, mostly I didn't even bother with it because yeah, it's kind of a much to go always to the repair tank to actually get some repairs done. Clark is going aggressive to take the beach now at the very least, which is good. It's good to get that place under control. I'm just killing a sniper then. In the meantime, Frenok is being as the support, Kickapoo of course in the inf, and still the 2 airs on the other side. Armor is born to help. But otherwise, the game looks pretty decently good for our side, even if they have had a little bit more tick. We don't have, like, our support is obviously enough just in the center, basically. So there's nothing helping over here at this moment, nor in here, if they want to advance here. And, well, Born to Help is advancing very much aggressively into this direction, on the other hand, when Small Island is going and helping to clear the research up. So they're definitely moving to more locations aggressively than what we have been doing. Clark is doing a couple of air droppings though, which is pretty good.
Your new units are on the
Good
way.
job by Clark doing a couple of air droppings. Then Peru is doing a chemical strike over here, which is pretty interesting. That's probably a little bit too aggressive, most likely for an armor player to do an air dropping, but like defensive, it's easier to at least maneuver at the start. But
Your
hey, maybe it will work
out.
out. We do have a lot of inf, like considering that even the armor is dropping a couple of air drop beams, and at the same time we have double inf already playing. And at least I went to clear here so that they can actually capture this place already. But yeah, Kickapoo is also doing air drop beams into here, and at the moment we are definitely starting to lose a lot more because we are only in the town area and we don't even capture the town at the moment at all. And they have the beach and they are also attacking into the research, so our situation is kind of poor. Before, when we at least were able to keep the research completely for ourselves, it was fine, but now, yeah. And I feel like I could be anywhere else too, but I do feel like I have to help defend the research, because yeah, it's Dexter is pretty much the only one that is all the way or completely in here, and now they would be getting the captures by Born to Help with the tanks if I wasn't here. So, and besides, Small Island is also a lot helping here as the air, so I do feel that it's important that some other people are also helping in here rather than just leaving it all on Dexter, and he can better capture. Zero Peru also changed now from infantry when there's a lot of destruction of houses into air, so now we will also be having the double air situation. And then at least Peru can be concentrating here into town to kill armors, etc. While I'm doing something else completely. Probably shouldn't have gone there, but Frenok is also very easily and freely able to just walk all the way here following me. Nothing killing his AA units. Though he did start to go back, and yeah, all the goddamn airdrops that dropped here. I only have the one scout for now, but well, yeah. Definitely a lot of light artilleries, a lot of air drop beams, so important for me to be trying to be there too. And hey, at least we got Peru now to also help in other locations, like he should definitely go and destroy these armors in here now then. And in the meantime, I'm just helping to clear the air drop beams so that we can guarantee having this place. There's even coming another truck from Kickapoo to decap this location at this moment. Can't really make it in there anymore while I was here clearing that air drop beam, but in the future then. In the future. Nonetheless. But it's gonna be quite of a run into there. But yeah, Dexter is the only one in there. At least he's getting TA for capping that location. Town still decapped. No one has it. No one has control, ownage. Peru is doing clearing of the beach, while also Clark tanks are going here. Peru is going to clear the town from tanks trying to cap it, while I'm then going and just helping Clark cap the beach. Like, that's what we were doing
Unit
most of
gone.
the time, I would say. Like, Peru was somewhere else sometimes too, but most of the time he was still in the center, while I was just like going from between these locations. After all, I'm even doing the split air right now and having this help here against some airdrop beams a little bit. Sadly, I can't really kill this right now because I don't have a scout. They're gonna be getting the first cap of the town. At least we have the beach, so it's not as bad as it was before. But yeah, then all of this situation here too.
You have incoming
So many airdrop
reinforcements, Tavarish
so
Commandeer.
much attacking on the research for certainty. There's a little bit everything, everywhere happening. At least Tunakan, or was there small island at all? But Tunakan at least isn't having easy time in killing Captain Kovac with the repair tank. He definitely
Your
was
new
playing with
units are
more repair
deployed.
tanks than he really in reality should be playing. Like, one could be good, but two is a lot, especially if you're playing against double air. Gladly, Small and Tunakan aren't as good with the air. If it was Peru and me on the opponent side, the double repair tanks definitely would be
Awaiting
working
orders
out.
for reinforcement.
I'd say definitely not. That would be very, very bad. But it was still not as good air players. We finally are getting the control of the research at least. There's a lot of infantry from Dexter around there. Dexter has this nice spot here. Clark is apparently trying to kill actually doing them very good hit into there. They went their jeeps as well. Well, we've never had jeeps, so in that sense I don't mind that destruction at all. And Clark is at least actively attacking here. We're going and clearing some here of the middle at least with Pero at the same time. Taking a lot longer to kill this than I would want. These guys are definitely gonna come and get some hits in, but what can she do? Can't be too much done about that. Captain Kovac wants to kill with laser-guided bombs. Laser-guided bombs usually aren't also, at least to be honest, for a support at least it's a little bit more logical to use laser-guided bombs considering they are cheaper. But yeah, I'm looking into the situation and I feel like it might be a good idea to at least slowly start clearing this out as well from these fortifications, so maybe we could try to be getting to go and try to harass them in here and capping it, considering the situation is what it is. It's not good. Small island here is killing Dexter's infantry, and I finally realized, oh yeah, I shouldn't, at least soon I realized that I kind of want to destroy this, and I do then still destroy it, but then I was thinking I should really be helping against these guys, because there's no reason to let them just kill our infantry here, which is the only defense we have in here for us in the research. So I'm coming and helping at least a little bit seek out some of these small islands. Then air units did lose most of the air against the Rekims now. There's just a ton of Rekims everywhere. Peru is also trying to get repairs. Not that there's much repairs. I'm asking for repairs. At least Captain Kovac is having a lot of repairing to do with these repair tanks. Certainly enough. I'm at the same time clearing here a little bit. Frenok is coming though, so I can't really be hanging out there too long, I'd say. Are we finally getting a capture of town? The situation isn't good still for us, even though we are slowly trying to make it better. Like, at least having control of research, starting to clear that a little bit. Sometimes having beach, maybe having town soon. We are still very much in a losing position, extremely so. I've been just giving all of my TA obviously enough for Dexter, but yeah, and Frenok especially has huge TA gain against or like points compared to any of us. And there is the nuke. At least in the sense it's good for us too, because I'm getting Peru to move somewhere else. He's coming to help me clear this place now too. So there's one benefit of this. Sadly, these guys definitely get destroyed in that, sadly, but can't really help it when they just spawned. But yeah, Peru is helping me clear this place. Dexter is able to bring this wrecking closer. We're at
Waiting
least
orders for
really
reinforcements.
getting forward with this. Apparently Clark is again going for the cheap destructions. Really have to be doing a lot of cheaps all over again. Sometimes it does feel
Fight
like it's
harder,
safer to have the
or you
cheaps over
lose.
here because they are too easily spotted in this location, to be honest. Like, I've liked this position previously, but I think as a support it's better
Please
to
send
keep
your
them
new
around
units.
here. Wally has been
Be
doing
ready
that
to
way
command
more,
them.
and I do have to agree that they get destroyed over here way too much, or you gotta be prepared to move them around a lot. So not the best place to be keeping them at. But yet, situation is dire with
Reinforcements
this
arrived
situation,
where you
though.
requested.
Very dire, at least. And that's why I'm like, I have to go and help Clark just get the decap of this quickly. At least we're getting a decap here. Dexter is doing moves into here. So there was something good. We got Dexter to then start getting movement into there. I'm helping
We are ready to send
to
you
kill
reinforcements.
Tunakan's at least scout, so we can actually just kill this. Like, how close are we to the losing situation? But now we're starting to get the caps. We got this place captured. We don't have that in any way, but we're gonna have beach. Okay, so we didn't lose yet. We were very close. Dexter is doing an even air-to-air strike here. Small shoppers were taken out with that. Clark is being very aggressive with his armored transports and going all the way to attack Kickapoo in there. Even though, like, usually you don't use armored transport as much, but especially when there's not as much support, I do think a couple
sent your new
in
units.
the, like, I wouldn't do a
Be ready to
spam, but a
command.
couple into here to help kill air/infantry
killed.
better can be beneficial. Like, even if spams, generally speaking, aren't that good. But yeah, we still aren't winning. They have already managed to take this back. They have the decap of the research again.
Reinforcements
At least we
arrived
have
where you
still this
requested.
research. We have the cap of town, but it's still like it's not good at all, is it? Like situation. Even if we manage to at least save it from immediate loss, but it's not looking that great. Peru is going aggressively in again to clear in the
We
town,
are ready to send you reinforcements.
which is good, obviously enough. At this situation, we definitely can't let them have town anymore. Absolutely can't. It just has to be taken down. And Clark light tank spam is coming in to the town. And sadly, I'm getting a lot of hits. I would like to save my units a little bit better. Like, especially this guy would be good for me to keep alive. They're taking the beach again. They can't get in the dig into their favor. But at least we are getting this place. So that's good. We're having research. We're having this. We are going to get town soon, considering the
casualties.
light tank spam in here. I'm sacrificing my heirs to try to kill the heirs, small heirs here to help Dexter a little bit out against them. At least it's doing something, like it is killing this soon. Or at least causing Small to flee. So it's not the worst. And Clark is just going forward with all of his light tanks. Should be sending something into here, to be honest. And yeah, I know, like, I should be in here, but it's tough with just
sent your new
one
units.
shop there. But
Be
nonetheless,
ready to command.
like, of course, don't want this place to be capped by them again. But at the same time, I should be also here to just try to kill this, maybe, if possible. Hopefully Peru with his shoppers is coming to help soonish. And Clark is doing airdrop or airdrop tank
Reinforcements
drop into here
arrived where you
too to try to
requested.
capture it. Like, we are doing a lot of drops. Clark is doing drops to try to capture locations, etc. Which is good. We are now having a tick advantage when we still have this for the moment. No one has managed to get there yet. Kickapoo is kind of like, I don't know why he's actually, well, I guess he has some other plan into there yet.
You can request new
But still.
units now, Tavarish Commandeer.
Then I'm like, I should go and try to destroy it there, here. At least we're getting the beach. We have almost a town. Hopefully soon we have town. And yeah, then maybe I can get to go and help there now. But we have tick advantage, a huge one right now, especially when we manage to cap this for at least a little bit. Peru can hopefully go and destroy whatever there is, and in the meantime I'm going to kill these so that they hopefully don't cap this at all, or even if they do cap it, that they can't cap it for too long of a time. this guy is definitely wanting to go and retreat. I am
3
planning
minutes
to bring my
remaining.
scout a little bit forward so I can attack into here better, but sadly, like, I didn't need this from Dexter because I was planning to just go and destroy this with this and at least help us a little bit with that. But now also Freynock just moved into even
You lost a
more.
unit.
I'm trying to help there, but it's not the easiest. Dexter is even asking for TA now, and good that Clark is giving some. Probably he doesn't have as good of ideas on how to use it, so
Unit
in this
here.
situation definitely it's, if you want to still try to have a chance of winning, you should be giving TA to the person who you think is the likeliest to know how to best try
You
to
have
use it.
incoming reinforcements.
But we
Tavares
have a lot of
Commandeer.
places, a lot of attacks going on. Clark is maybe bringing a little bit too much just into the center at this point. He has one heavy tank and then a lot of lights. Born to Help is attacking Beach. I should be there too. I am getting a couple of new units, so I probably will go there next. After all, Peru is just here in the middle to destroy, but at the same time it's also useful because if you want to try to also decap this location, then obviously that's going to be a good idea. And at the same time I'm coming here to help. Peru is coming here too with his one shopper, and to be able to try to get this place decapped and capped ASAP. Also need to be here because there's a drop there from
You have
Kickapoo,
incoming reinforcements.
and I'm
Tavares
rushing
Commandeer.
there now when I can. I'm not needed here immediately anyways, I can't do anything to all of those airs. So I'm rushing to the other direction now that we got Beach, which is good. We're getting also drops into here, so I can go there next. We're getting this exactly perfectly. I'm already sending the other
Your
one
units
into this
arrived.
direction because there's no need for two of them to be destroying the one light tank. So then, getting also a cap of this location, just barely before the destruction of the airdrop inf. Then it's just trying to protect the
minute
places we
remaining.
have and try to also get this place. And we are getting a lot of drops
Give us
here.
the order, and
Like
the
how many
reinforcements
drops?
will be
There's
yours.
like there's Dexter's airdrop light tanks into here. Captain Kovacs doing an airdrop inf into both of these, yeah. And Clark is dropping a tank. Like, that's a lot of drops. Like, you usually don't have a team where every player is basically doing drops. And this is definitely extremely combined drop war, basically. And Dexter is doing airdrop light tanks into here too to make sure that we're keeping this location. So yeah, this is just so many drops that it's like, it's difficult for the enemy team to handle this many drops, no matter like the situation. And then there's a couple of tank busters in here to clear these whatever enemies there are. I helped here keep this place under control, but they don't really like... Yeah, this is the one spot that, of course, if Dexter would have managed to run here first. But Captain Kovacs light tanks are coming into handiness as well for support players like tanks that is coming here to cap this place then beforehand. But there was a lot of attention marks too. Like, that would have helped if would have noticed. But Dexter was doing so much in here to try to cap this place, which is also extremely important. So yeah, perfectly getting there.
10 seconds
And
remaining.
there's just few seconds left of the game, but we are getting
5,
the total done, and
1.
the game managed to change. Even though they did the nuke, they were basically all the time winning until the very, very end. It's only the end where we managed to actually pull it back up and actually take the win. Like, you can't have a, like, better comeback than that, pretty much, I would say. So a very good game, and was a very fun one. Newer players and players that haven't played for a long time were playing too. Like, I haven't seen Born to Help for a long time. And then of course Captain Kovac and Clark hadn't played for a long time too, though they all at least definitely were coming back after at least a pretty long break, I'd say. But yeah, so that was the game. Dexter, obviously enough, carried the game the most with the command points captures and fortifying in the research especially. Then Captain Kovac got the best repair, even if just had to repair tanks, but they were at least repairing a lot. And then I got the enemy damage. Basically, that's all that I did. Just were destroying stuff. And Peru might have, well, Peru usually does get better score as the heir, even if he doesn't use all of his tactical 8 points, which he clearly enough did at this point. But just because he usually goes very aggressively destroy stuff when I'm trying to more destroy infantry, etc., all over the place, which is important. Both things are important to do at the end of the day. It's just what is more important in the moment. And Frenok got the best tactical aid. I don't remember now if he was the one that did the nuke, but probably it's likely at the very least. But in some sense, I feel like the nuke even helped us a little bit. So might not have been the best use of TA, but well, they were winning completely, and for a while it helped them win even better. We had lost, considering the flag was all the way over there. We didn't see any of the USSR flag, but, well, managed to do it in the end. So I hope you enjoyed this game nonetheless, to watch the crazy close game and crazy comeback, to be honest. So thank you for watching, hope you enjoyed. I'll see you for more next time.